Hello children, welcome back to social science class. Hope you're all fine and safe. In today's class, we shall discuss about a new branch of social science. In 6th and 7th standard, you learnt about civics. Do you all remember? Civics is a study of relationship between the citizen and the state. And it says you the rights and duties of a citizen. And it tells you the role of a citizen in a country. Right? And in today's class, we'll learn about political science. The political science is a study about the state and the government. Today's chapter is meaning and importance of political science. In this chapter, today we shall learn about concept of political science, process of development in political science, political thinkers and their contributions. You can see in this picture. Can you see in this picture? There are so many people in this. Who are they? Yes, can you recall? Who are they? Yes, our Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, Sonia Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, Abdul Kalam, APJ Abdul Kalam, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Lal Bahadur Shastri, Subhash Chandra Bose, Indira Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru. Who are they, children? Yes, they are our national leaders. They are our national leaders. At the same time, they are political leaders. Except Narendra Modi, the remaining all leaders were governing our country. And Mrs. Sonia Gandhi is a national leader of Indian National Congress. Understood? So, remaining all were governing our country. Right? Now, the current Prime Minister is Narendra Modi. And who is leader? The leader is a person who leads a team or leads an organization or leads a class. School people leader or class leader. Leader is a person who leads other people. And the political leader is a person who leads a country or who governs the country. Now let's see what is political science. What is political science? Political science is a systematic study of government and politics. Political science is the branch of social science. As I already told you, political science is a branch of social science. If you see, the other branches of social science are anthropology, psychology, sociology, which discuss about human behavior. How the human behaves. It discusses about how the human behaves in a society. Whereas the political science look into the political behavior of human beings. Understood? The political science looked into the political behavior of human beings. Political science is one of the social sciences dealing with the political activities of man. And it deals with the state and government. In simple terms, we can say the branch of social sciences that control people, elect leaders, opinion their voters, and also help citizens to know their responsibilities in the society is called political science. So what do you mean by political science? The branch of social sciences that control people, elect their leaders, opinion their voters, and also help citizens to know their responsibilities in the society is called political science. Political science studies the origin and nature of state and forms of political institutions. Political science studies the origin means it studies about the birth and growth of the state. And next, it studies about the nature of the state, which means it studies about the relationship between people and the state, and between the states. Understood? Next, it studies about, political science studies about the forms of political institutions, which means the political institution, the running political institution, whether exercising democracy or monarchy or communism, dictatorship, all these things the political science studies. Understood? And the study of state is the main subject of political science. If you see the political science, the main subject matter is the study of state. So which is the main subject matter of political science? The study of state is the main subject matter of political science. In simple terms, we can say political science can be defined as the study of man in the process of governing himself. Political science can be defined as a study of man in the process of governing himself. Political science deals with general problems of the state and government. So it deals with the general problems of the state and government. And now we have learnt about the concept of political science. Now let's learn about the political thinkers and their contributions. How the political thinkers and their contribution were giving an opportunity to develop the political science. How the political science got developed by means of political thinkers and their contributions. The study of political science began with Greeks. As a subject of study, political science began with the Greeks. Though Egyptians, if you see, prior to Greeks, Egyptians, Babylonians, Persians, Indians and Chinese have mentioned their ideas or thoughts about politics. But they failed to develop it as a systematic study. Understood? Though Egyptians, Babylonians, Persians, Indians and Chinese have mentioned their ideas or thoughts about politics much earlier to Greeks, but they failed to develop it as a systematic study. Greeks, but if you see, the Greeks had given an important or independent status for political science. Now let's see about the political thinkers. Who are the political thinkers of the Greek? The Greek philosophers like Socrates and his disciple Plato were great political thinkers. Who were the great political thinkers? The Greek philosophers Socrates and his disciple and his follower Plato were the great political thinkers. Plato, in his famous book called Republic, for the first time discussed the nature and functions of state and government. So this is the first book which discussed about the nature and functions of state and government. And next, Aristotle, the ancient Greek thinker and the student of Plato, is recognized as the father of political science for his valuable contribution to its growth and development. Aristotle has contributed for the growth and development of political science. So he is called as father of political science, and he is a student of Plato. He wrote the first treatise or his first work in political science called The Politics. In this famous book, Aristotle discussed the origin, development and functions of state. So in the book called Politics, Aristotle discussed about the origin, development and functions of the state. Even Kautilya in India, Kautilya in his work, popular work Arthashastra, that is a work on economics, he has given a lot of information about political principles. But as I have mentioned you, Indians have mentioned in their works about the politics, but they have not made it as a systematic study. But the Greeks have made it as a systematic study. You can see, for the example, the economics of Kautilya's Arthashastra. In that, Kautilya has given a lot of information about political principles. Understood? Now, let's see about the term politics. You can see the word here, polis, which means the highest part of the city. The polis is a Greek word. What do you mean by polis? It is a city, which means city-state. In Greek word, the polis means city-state. Was the ancient city. Usually the polis was the ancient Greek city-state. They were built near the sea. It's called as polis. The Greeks used the term politics for the study of state. The term politics is derived from the Greek word called, yes, very good, polis, which means city-state, and therefore a subject which deals with the affairs of city-state and its working was called as politics by ancient Greeks. Now, did you understand how the word politics was derived? Yes, the term politics was derived from the Greek word polis, which means city-state. So, the subject which deals with the affairs of the city-state or its working was called as politics by ancient Greeks. However, in modern times, scholars have preferred to use the term political science for the study of state. So, modern time scholars had called it as what? Political science for the study of state. So, in today's class, children, we learnt about the concept of political science, the process of development in political science, the political thinkers and their contributions. Understood? And now, let's go on to the questionnaire. Yes, what is political science? I have given you many definitions, but I would like to recall only one definition here. What is political science? Political science is one of the branches of social science that deals with the political activities of man. It deals with the state and government. It studies the origin and nature of state and forms of political institution. The study of state is the main subject matter of political science. So, in case if you are asking what is political science, what are you supposed to write? Political science is one of the branches of social science that deals with the political activities of man. It deals with the state and government. It studies the origin and nature of state and forms of political institutions. The study of state is the main subject matter of political science. Understood, children? You can make a note in your rough book. Second question, who wrote the book called Republic? Who wrote the book called Republic? Yes, very good. Plato wrote the book called Republic. Plato wrote the book called Republic. Who is called, the third question, next question is, who is called the father of political science? Aristotle is called the father of political science. Who is called the father of political science? Aristotle is called the father of political science. Which book was written by Aristotle? Which book was written by Aristotle? Yes, the Politics was the book written by Aristotle. Aristotle has written a book called The Politics. Last question, who began the systematic study of political science? Who began the systematic study of political science? The Greeks began the systematic study of political science. Hope all of you would have understood this lesson. Read the content in the textbook. Learn from your workbook and write your assignments properly. Children, as you have written the sources lesson class test on Tuesday, today I'll be declaring the result in the group. The declaration of the result will be in the form of Excel sheet. Understood? The result will be in the form of Excel sheet in which you can see your score, next your class and section, followed by your name, then your answers will be answers with question. In the first, and as it is in the Excel sheet, in the first row question will be, and below that you can see your answers. That is respect to your name. In that same row you can see all your answers whichever you have attempted. And wherever you have done mistake or whichever the wrong answers you have selected, make a note of it and correct by yourself. Already 10 out of 10 whoever scored, those answers are correct. You can make a note and be thorough with those question and answers. Okay. Thank you children. Bye.